At the moment, it's a tough time because the world economy is in a bit of a mess. The British economy is not growing. And when you have a recession, it's often the construction industry which gets hit first and hardest. People aren't building new homes. The government's been cancelling the new school building programs and house building as well. And personally, I think that's pretty foolish. I think at a time when the private sector is not confident, government should be doing more rather than less. And I think the cancellation of building schools for the future was one of the most silly decisions I've known any government make in my lifetime. And so to all those people out there who would have been working on all those projects, I personally think that's a real mistake.
What about building new homes? How would you boost that?
Well, one of the things which we've said we should be doing right now is repeating the tax on bank bonuses from the city and using that now to build new homes. And I actually think you could raise £2 billion and be acting now. But fundamentally, as a country, we've not got enough houses for the people who live here. And public and private, we've got to do more work together to get more affordable homes, more homes where people want to live. And without a buoyant housing market, without the construction industry doing well and creating jobs here in Britain, our economy can't succeed. So I think the government should be doing more now to boost construction, and to be honest, I wish it would get on with it.
What could it do?
Well, the bank bonus tax is one. You've got to get the economy moving. Fundamentally, the government cut corporation tax, but people aren't investing in the private sector because there's a lack of confidence. The rise in VAT at the beginning of the year was a mistake. And there are other things which could be looked at. I've said cut VAT now. I sort of think in the end, if the economy's not moving and demand is low and there's no confidence, then that's bad for everybody. And the construction industry tends to be at the forefront of those problems. So this economy's got to get growing again, and it's got to happen quickly.
What about the national planning policy framework?
Well, I think it's a complete mess at the moment. I've no idea whether the government wants to have more central decisions or local decisions, whether it wants more houses or less houses, and that confusion, I'm afraid, is blighting what's going on. I'm all for local consultation in planning, but fundamentally, as a country, there is a national interest in building the homes and the roads and the infrastructure which we need. And the government's got to have a view about that. And these mixed messages, there was a moment last week in the House of Commons where David Cameron said he wanted a cross-party consensus on planning. He can't even get a consensus in his own party on his own benches. And while planning is blighted and confused in this way, I think it's really bad for the economy.
So what do you think could be done?
Well, I think you've got to be clear on big infrastructure projects, you're going to move them forward. And while it's important to hear the views of local communities, there's got to be in the context of a clear national and regional and local view. We've got to build the houses people need. And if in the end, every decision is totally local, and the attitude comes, well, yes please, but not here, I'm afraid that means not anywhere, and that's no good.
Ed Balls, thank you very much.
Pleasure.